Logan lost faith in his people and left the village hidden in the Necro Valley to join the Drykage.
What's going on, guys? Logan JYA here, and before we get into this Drytron Combo video, I'm going to show you a lot of things, some new, some old. The first combo is the anti-NIBIRU combo, which other creators have already highlighted, so feel free to skip that one. The spiciest one is the last one in the video, so I highly recommend you check that one out. Now, if this video smashes over 50 likes, we're going to be putting out the full deck profile. I went undefeated with the deck last weekend, and I plan to continue changing, innovating as much as I can with this list. But without further ado, let's get into these combos. Alright, homies, so our first combo tutorial is going to be something very simple. Something that a few other people have actually already talked about. But it's the anti-NIBIRU proof full Drytron combo with a very simple build that doesn't require you to play the megaliths, things of that nature. Now, personally, I enjoy the megaliths, and I'm still back and forth on a lot of builds. First and foremost, let's run through this basic combo. If you've seen this one before, feel free to skip ahead because we got some innovative content in here. But we got to start off simple. Alright, guys, so as you know, for this combo, you need one fairy monster in hand. Any one will do, followed by Alpha and Zeta, or either one of these can be a Nova, Cyber Emergency, whatever gets you to these cards, right? So, alright, first and foremost, what do you do? Alpha Thuban effect, patch Zeta, summon Alpha, grab yourself the Ben 10. Zeta effect engrave, pitching the Ben 10, special summon itself, adding Medionis. Alright, Ben 10 effect, searching Diviner. There you go. Alright, overlay. So we're at 2 summons right now. Where are we going to be right now? It's going to put us at 3, guys. It's going to put us at 3. Summon Moy Beta Fafnir. Yup. Use this effect. Sending Gamma. There we go. 3 summons deep so far, right? What are we going to do next? Normal summon Dawn of the Herald. Dawn. Diviner of the Herald. Sending Herald of the Arclight to the graveyard. What are we going to search off Herald? We're going straight for it, baby. We're going straight for the ultimateness, okay? So, let's do a quick head count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 summons. Next summon has to stop us from being in NIBIRU range. It's pretty obvious what we're going to do here, guys. Activate Medionis Drytron, detach material from Moy Beta Fafnir, and throw down that ultimateness. Now we're good to go. Our full combo is secured and we cannot be NIBIRU'd. However, this play doesn't necessarily help you against the Droll and Lockbird. It's still very good, and when you see this particular combination of cards in your hand, you know that you can play extra safe. It's always good to be extra safe. Now we're going to go Medionis effect in the graveyard, reducing Moy Beta Fafnir. Very good. Activating that Medionis, detach, special summon back the Ben 10, overlay the Ben 10 with the Diviner. For the Beatrice effect, detaching the Diviner, sending the Eva. Y'all know this part. Y'all know this part. Sending the Eva effect, banishing Diviner and Arclight, orange, and another copy of Diviner. Boom. Very good. And then after that, again, this was starting with only 3 cards, right? So you might have something else you could sack in your hand, theoretically. But we are going to sack the Moy Beta Fafnir, like so. Trigger our Gamma engrave. Summon himself back in any other name. Bada bing, bada boom. Turn these 2 up into the IP Masquerena on the top, whichever side you want. And boom, you're done. Business taken care of. Opponent standby phase, cool. Detach off Beatrice, send Eva, banish Ben 10, and the other Eva, and search 2 more. Negates. So you're set up and you're safe from NIBIRU. That's the first combo. Again, we've seen this one before. Let's get into some stuff you probably haven't seen yet. Alright, guys, the next play I'm going to show you requires 2 Drytron names in your hand, and this is what you do if you get drolled on your first search, right? Everyone thinks that Droll is a death sentence. When they hit you with the Droll against Drytron, you don't got that called by, you don't got that instant fusion, they got you. They're wrong, and we're about to show them why they're wrong, okay? So this particular combo requires Zeta and Gamma in this hand, or it requires Zeta, any Drytron name, and a card to sack from your hand. So the implication here, though, is that you are getting drolled on your Zeta search for your ritual spell, okay? That's the implication here. There's a lot of other branching ways you can do this, but I'm going to show you the basic line of play here, and I'm sure you can figure it out. I have to tell you about the last thing that you need in your main deck to do this play, and that is the Draconids. So if you have the Draconids in your deck, you are still able to end on an interruption through a Droll, which is pretty big. Your opponent thinks they got you 100% beat. That is not true, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Alright, so the first way to start off this play is you're going to do your Zeta effect, sacking your Gamma, summoning the Zeta, and using its effect to get yourself the Meteonis Drytron, right? Okay, that's your search. Your opponent's like, I got you, hit you with the Droll. Cool, you're under Droll now. What do? You can still play, man. You're going to go Gamma effect, sack that Zeta, summon back the Gamma. Gamma effect brings back, all in one effect, brings back that Zeta. Overlay these two for Moy Beta Fafnir, right? Moy Beta Fafnir effect lets you Foolish Burial. You know what you're sending? It's not what you thought. You thought you were going for a different name? Nah, dude, we can't search anymore. We got to play careful. We're just going to send the big boy Draconids to the graveyard like that. And now, since we already have our Moy Beta, or Meteonis and our Moy Beta on field, we cast down that Meteonis, we sack off these two materials, and we just summon Big Chungus. It's that simple, guys. We summon Big Chungus just like that. And we're good to go. If you have another name in your hand too, you can actually leave a material on your Moy Beta Fafnir, and that gives you even more interruptions. That means you have a spell or trap negate and a double send, up to a double send, with the big boy right here. So this card is really good. Not every player wants to play it. It's even a side deck option, games 2 and 3 when the Drolls are coming in against you. But it's a cool card to play, and it's got a lot of utility. I highly recommend that you read this card if you haven't already done so. But this is one of the ways to play through the Droll. Big Chungus. Alright guys, the next one I'm going to show you is less of a combo and more of a tech choice that can bail your butt out. I think most of us know about this one, but I just want to make sure it's plenty obvious for all of you guys at home, especially if you're new to the Drytron list and you're checking out this video. You got to be like, how am I going to play through all these annoying interruptions that everybody is ready for since this is the best deck of the format? Well, in case you didn't know, we've got this card called King Kagashi Fucho, or as I like to call it, Fucko, because that's what it looks like it's spelled like. And this card is insane, okay? So what I'm going to tell you right now is, if your opponent hits you with that Droll and Lockbird and you want to live a turn, guaranteed, the only out to this is a dang Kaiju, okay? So your opponent has to have the Kaiju to out this and kill you on top of that. If they don't have it, you're guaranteed another turn because this card is unaffected by other card effects and you detach 2 and it can't be killed by battle. That buys you a turn and it lets you keep your resources in your hand and in your graveyard to continue to play. Alright, my friends. For the final one, I want to thank you all so much for sticking it out throughout this video. Now you get to see the real spice here, guys. This is the game 2 and 3 going first game ender. Your opponent's got that Droll, Ash, Ghost Belt, doesn't matter. All this one spicy tech card will do is take care of business for you. Neospatian Aqua Dolphin is the way to go, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, I know what you may already be typing in the comments. If you summon Aqua Dolphin, you can't summon Diviner, because that requires your normal summon. And I'm going to show you why you don't need to, and why the knowledge might be a little better. I'm going to preface this by saying if you resolve this card's effect and see your opponent has a Dark Ruler or a Droplets, you may want to change your strategy slightly. But we're going to point out when that comes up, and we're going to get into this combo right now. Alright, my friends, so you've opened up with the Neospatian Aqua Dolphin. You're going to normal summon that card to start and use its effect, pitching the Alpha Thubin, looking at your opponent's hand, see that pesky Droll in there, and say that thing, get out of here, alright? Then you're going to use Alpha Thubin's Affecting Grave, sacking Zeta, searching yourself the Ben 10, like so. Next, Zeta Affecting Grave, pitching Ben 10, adding Meteonis. Declare Ben 10 effect. Right here, you're actually going to go straight for Ida 10, okay? It's important, it's going to come up later. Overlay these two, Moy Beta Fafnir over here. Fafnir's effect. This card's going to send your Gamma from deck to grave. Next step, you're going to activate Meteonis, sacking any card from underneath, summon back that Ben 10. Now, I wish we were going to be sacking that Ben 10 again, and I'm going to tell you why it matters, okay? So if you saw your opponent's hand has that Dark Ruler No More or Droplets, but they're playing something like Tri-Brigade that is very damaged by something like a Lancia, perhaps, you might want to sack that Ben 10 now and search and forego the next part of this combo. Instead, ending on something like an IP or a Fucho or something else. But right now we're going to go under the assumption that we don't know that they have Dark Ruler or Droplets, and we're going to continue to play. So we summon back that Ben 10, right? Next we're going to use our Gamma effect in the graveyard, special summon itself, sacking the Ida 10, and bringing back whatever we detached off Moy Beta Fafnir. Alright, next we are going to reduce the attack of the Zeta over here to add that card back to our hand. Link 2 to make room, summon the IP on the top. We're going to get that Aqua Dolphin out of here for now. Next step, you're going to activate the Meteonis Drytron, detaching off Moibeta Fafnir, summoning Ida 10, and then Ida 10 effect to add back Meteonis, like so. Next step, overlay these two, summon out your Beatrice. Beatrice effect, this is where it gets a little weird, guys. You're going to send the Herald of Ultimateness from your deck to the graveyard off of the Beatrice, and then for your final trick, you're going to activate that Meteonis Drytron, sack whichever card you didn't reduce the attack points of, to summon back that Ultimateness, like so. Now, I know what you're thinking if you're looking at this right now. Logan, I don't have any cards in my hand. Well, standby phase, Beatrice effect, send. Unfortunately, you're going to have to banish your Ida 10 and your Ben 10 for your Eva, but it does get you 2 negates in hand, like so. And follow-up, mind you. So, although you're removing these cards from your graveyard, you have sufficient follow-up. And you know what you also have? You get to tag out these cards and summon an Apollousa for 4. Did I say for 4? Excuse me, for 3. So yes, you forgo 2 extra negates in hand, but your board is just as threatening as ever, and it also has the potential to tag out for that Apollousa, and we got to look at our opponent's hand and snipe out any hand traps. That's why you guys should consider side decking Neospatian Aqua Dolphin to rip those hand traps out of your opponent's hand in games 2 and 3 when you know you're going first.